Welcome back once again and to another episode of Real Estate Investing and our podcast. And today we can talk about how to value add your portfolio, how to increase the value of your multi-unit. I mean multi-units, typically 2 to 4 units, sometimes slightly larger than 4 units, like 6 to 8 units. I'm not going to go I'm not going toward the 50-unit apartment kind of deal. No, that's too overwhelming. Right. I will restrict myself to 1 to 4 units with some maybe 6 and 8 units attached to it. And my name is Seewing, by the way, and definitely watching. My co-host once again is Julie. How are you, Julie?
Yeah. Good morning, Seewing. I'm doing great.
Today, we're going to show you another way to make money when you own income property, whether single family residential investing, duplex, triplex, fourplex, or even go beyond fourplex. If you go beyond fourplex, it's commercial investing, require a commercial loan, whatever, qualify either way. So you don't know, you guys out there, you have no clue what I'm about to talk about, but you will know uh, within 15 minutes. Okay, we can talk about long-term rental, and as well as mid-term rental, right?
Mhm.
Look, we talked about this quite a bit already. So
Right.
I'm not going to dwell into details too much. So if you buy any kind of income property, especially a long-term rental property, or if you want to potentially have a hybrid investment methodology, what I mean by hybrid investment methodology, you can also upgrade your long-term rental into a medium-term rental as well. Right, Julie?
A lot of people are doing it these days, just taking advantage of, I know you're going to explain this, but just people moving for a short period of time, medical professionals, military people like that, really taking advantage of these short-term rentals. And no, it's a great strategy.
Yep. By the way, although this video is, yeah, you're right, it's going to be very short. We have all the resources available above and beyond this presentation. Okay. Just,
Mhm.
just all you got to do is at the end of this video, just like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And better yet, put your email into my website. So you can be a listed insider. You can be a free member of our listed
Right.
investment club. Then slowly learn about the strategies that we're talking about today and even beyond other topics as well in both investing. Okay, when you find an area that have a lot of world-class medical centers, hospitals, medical colleges, or medical clinics in the area, if you also buy a property that are close to colleges and universities in
Right.
a local area within 5 to 10 mile radius, whatever, that is a win because you could have a great rental market. You could be renting to doctors, nurses, healthcare
Right.
professionals, college students, college professors, instructors, the support staff for all the local colleges in the area. That's the bottom line, right? So you buy it with
Absolutely.
you buy it with the objectives of long-term investing. You rent it out for long-term tenant, annual lease, long-term tenant, forever.
Right.
That's the ideal methodology. But the idea is to pivot. If you find a market such as like this, you can
Mhm.
pivot into a medium term rental, which is the fastest, the growing asset class out there. Am I right, Julie?
Yeah, and I was just thinking that the quality of the tenant is gonna be top notch because you're talking about, like you said, military, professionals, medical professionals, people that are going to take good care of your property, but they're mainly there to do a job. They're focused on their 12-hour-a-day schedules, so it's a great pool. The midterm creates a great pool of quality tenants. I guess that would be what I was trying to say. Yeah. Mhm.
Exactly. And you can charge higher rent.
Yes.
For example, you can charge $1,000 for renting a long-term tenant, like a 1 year lease. If you
Right.
convert it to a medium-term rental, if you are fully furnished your units, it costs anywhere from $10,000 or more to fully furnish your rental out of your pocket. Then you
Right.
potentially command at least 50% more to collect more rent than a long-term tenant. So
Mhm.
find a
Mhm.
market that can do that. There are many markets in the country where you can do that. Okay.
Yes.
You and I, Julie, we just happen to pick in this particular instance, in this presentation, South Texas, but it could be
Mhm.
almost anywhere. We have a medium term concepts available in Florida, in Texas, and a few other places, right? Even in
Mhm.
Alabama and
Absolutely.
Tennessee, that we're promoting. It could be anywhere, but We like this market. We like the Texas and Florida market because it's fast growing, it's emerging markets. The homes are very affordable, right? And
Right.
population growth, job growth, good economic diversification, all that metrics
Mhm.
that will make your long-term investing journey a positive one, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna go over all the great data that are available in this particular South Texas. I talked about it from other videos, but anyway, just basically to it. Now let's go over this scenario. Okay, you buy this fourplex for long-term rental. Here are the numbers. Okay, this number does not lie. It's very attractive in this
Right.
market. Brand new fourplex, which is amazing. Nowhere else, 545K. Each door rents for like 1350. It's 4 doors, total 5,400, and put 25% down payment. Even with 7% interest rate, mortgage rate, you can still cash flow mightily, almost $800 total cash flows from all four
That's
doors.
amazing.
That is absolutely
That's amazing.
right. You cannot find this kind of metrics. Maybe in the Midwest, where you can do the 1% rule, right? I'm not trashing the Midwest. A lot of people still buying in the Midwest areas. Even you bought some properties
Absolutely.
in the
Mhm.
Buffalo Niagara Falls is somewhat in the Midwest, kind of a type of market, right? In Buffalo Niagara.
Of
But
course.
if one were to buy another full unit for this price range, for 1% rule means 1% multiplied by the purchase price equals your gross rent.
Right.
That's by
Right.
zero, right? Right, Julie?
Amazing. Yes, that you can get a 1% in that area. Yes.
Fast growing market in South Texas. You cannot get a 1% rule. If you want to go 1% rule, you have to go to Midwest to buy those 50 to 100-year-old properties. I'm not saying that's bad. That's not an apple to apple comparison.
Right.
And you're not going to find, if you try to find a fourplex in California, it'll cost you 1 to 2 million.
Oh, absolutely. And no
Okay.
way you can get a 1% rule there.
Okay. No, okay. Bottom line, you're not going to get 1% in a brand new fourplex in the fastest growing area in the country in South
Right.
Texas. But anyway, I want to, okay, we'll talk about this stuff. You're thinking, oh, what Mr. Yu is trying to say? Okay, let's focus on your capitalization rate. Okay, this
Mhm.
capitalization rate is 7.6%. Here's the bottom line. Here's what I'm trying to articulate on this particular presentation. Okay, there's a method behind my madness.
Mhm.
Hidden method behind my madness, Julie, is let's talk
Mhm.
about capitalization rate. When you buy a multi-unit, whether it's 2 units or 4 units or 10 units, an investor, they look at the capitalization rate.
Right.
That determines the price of your property, right?
Mhm.
Now, now, how do you determine the capitalization rate? The cap rate, you ignore the mortgage. How do you calculate it? The benchmark for very good capitalization rate is 5%. 5%. Okay. Keep that in mind. But you're getting 7.6%. So this is
Right.
way above the benchmark for good capitalization rate for any kind of multi-unit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Follow me. I'm trying to prove my point. Not only you, Julie, do not understand what I'm trying to prove. Yet, 5 minutes you will know. Then you can,
Okay.
then Julie, then you can say to yourself, "Wow, Mister he know what he's talking about. He know how to present." I do. Hey, this is what
Absolutely.
I'm a professional for many years.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
oh, by the
Mhm.
way, I'm not going to disclose too much. But in the next few years, I'm going to buy several of these quads, and I'm going to convert every single one of the units into a medium-term rental.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's great. That's great.
it'll blow everything off the chart. Like, okay, I digress. I don't want to, what do you call it, go too fast. Okay,
Sure.
mine, 7.6%. How do you determine capitalization rate? You look at the annual gross rent minus all the expenses, excluding the mortgages. You might look at the expenses are taxes, insurance, vacancies, and maintenance. So
Right.
annual gross rent minus your annual expenses equal your net operating income. Your net operating income, annual net operating income divided by the purchase price equals your capitalization rate. You see so far?
Yes, absolutely. Makes sense.
5% is the bottom line of metric to cash flow. Some of you are asking, how come you're not including the mortgage into this? I don't know. When you analyze a commercial property, you investors do look at the cap, excluding the mortgage, right?
Mhm.
Cap rate is
Right.
5%. Okay. The bottom line is if your cap rate is 5%, at least 5%, then you will cash flow at 25% down payment. If your cap rate is, in this case, 7.6%, for your typical 25% down payment, you will cash flow mightily. As in this
Oh,
case,
absolutely. Absolutely.
again, investors still do not understand what I'm trying to do in the presentation. Just be patient, bear with me 5 more minutes. This one is a 6 unit, okay? Yeah, you've got commercial lending. Same numbers, right? Very good numbers. I'm not going to go
Right.
still, 7.9% cap rate. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. Experienced investor, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When an experienced investor buy a multi-unit, they look at the cap rate. Cap rate determines the purchase price, determine is a good deal or not a good deal. All right, so far so good.
That makes sense. Yep.
Uh, let me go through. It's a nice new property in a very good
Oh,
class.
nice. Yeah. Very
Very,
nice.
very, very rare to have a new construction plot or 6 unit or whatever. This nice inside, bringing a lot of good rents, long-term rent. So
Very nice.
I'm talking about medium term. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's say, okay, let's get down nitty gritty. Medium term rental, and you go to a furnished finder, right?
Mhm.
And market your property through
Right.
marketing for the mid rental. So if you're able to convert all 4 doors, I'm using a assumption. Okay. So
Wow.
if the monthly rent per door on a long-term rental, which should be your primary goal. Whenever you buy any kind of property, here's my opinion. You know
Mhm.
that. I talked about
Mhm.
it before. You buy with a long-term rental in mind.
Absolutely.
The
Mhm.
second objective, giving the market you're buying. If the market or 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 good for hybrid method or good for medium-term rental, 30, 60, 90, 120 days rent, then you entertain the idea. So you convert 1, 2, 3, or even all 4 of the units into a medium-term rental. So at the end of the day, on this fourplex, on a long-term rent, you collect 1,300 per unit.
Nice.
If you are furnished or fully furnished the property, you can get 50% higher rent on a
Right.
rental. So 50% multiplied by 1,350. So per door is $2,000. So for
Mhm. Yes. The increase in rent increases all the numbers because I know you haven't gotten to the cap rate yet, but that's like the measuring stick. It's huge. You
yeah,
know, the huge difference.
yeah,
Same property, but different strategy.
that's right. I ideal optimal scenario. You do your research. You go through the process of
Right.
converting your long-term units into medium-term rental, rental traveling nurses, digital nomads, temporary workers needing place to rent fully furnished. They want to pay more rent than on a regular unfurnished long-term rental, whatever the case may be. So the assumption is $2,000 gross rent per door, right? Two
Right. Right.
times $4, but no, multiply by $4 equals around $8,000 on a medium rental, all 4 units. So far, so good.
Yes.
And then the software, propertytracker.com, subscribe to this monthly
Great.
subscription, and you can do the similar number crunching. So at the end of the day,
Oh, it's great.
okay, here's the whole point. What I'm trying to prove. I'm going to try to prove this not a theory, it's a practical case. I'm like a math scientist. I'm a real estate scientist. Am I? You know?
Absolutely. I'm always coming up with creative ways to make money in real estate.
Yeah.
That's right.
I should coin the term. I should copyright. I should trademark. Seewing Yi, the real estate math scientist. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Roll drum me. Ding. Drum roll.
Okay. Drum
Roll.
roll.
Here we go. All right. $8,000 gross rent minus all the expenses and What do you see here? Before
11.4. That's amazing.
11.4%
Okay.
appreciation rate. Now,
Right.
let me ask you this question. If you could sell this income producing great rental property, which I do not recommend, I recommend you to keep this income
Forever.
producing, high income producing cash flow property for years and years to come, forever, really.
Right.
However, some people still might want to sell at some point in time for whatever life reasons, right?
Mhm.
Some investors. Now, let me ask you this, Judy. If you were an investor and you were able to rent all $4 million rental based on this $8,000 raise rent,
Right.
equal to 11.4 capitalization rate, you're
Amazing.
going to sell to another investor, right? Or you
Yeah.
can sell to another investors at this price, 545K, or what are your thoughts?
Oh my goodness, that's something you would keep forever. And what I think is so amazing, you didn't say
If
buy
you
the
could
property
sell,
off.
if you have to sell, what's the resale value? That's the question I'm trying to ask you. What is the resale value? Or you can sell this property at 545K at 11.4% cap rate, or you could, I'm testing you.
Yeah.
How are you going to market this property to sell based on this cap rate, 11.4?
Personally, I wouldn't sell it. I keep it forever.
I know you and I agree. Okay. But if
Right.
you were to sell it, how are you going to do it? One way you're going to make this where you can benefit.
Oh my goodness. You could actually do what you thought if I were to sell it. I would look at doing some type of a 1031 exchange and like taking those proceeds and building up.
I get it. Okay. Give up. Okay. You're not going to sell it at 5.5K. You're going to sell it. I don't have the actual number.
Oh,
You can sell it for 600,000,
oh, of course. Of course.
620K. If you sell it for 600, 620K, that cap rate will become, instead of 11.4, it might become what? Listen,
Right.
you could sell it, instead of selling for 525K, the
Right.
11.4 cap rate. If you were to sell it to $100,000 more,
Right.
$650,000.
Right.
And if you sell it for a higher price, the cap rate could be reduced, right?
That's correct.
I don't know the actual number. Let's assume the cap rate can reduce to
It will
6
reduce.
acquisition rate, and you can sell it for 650 for 100 grand more.
Right.
The question is, will you still attract a potential investors that
Oh,
can
you still would. I think, of course, because I recall when you started talking about cap rate, you said 5% was good. So if you can get anything above 5%, you're doing great. So even at a 6% or 6.5%, that's a
that's what
great deal.
that's what I'm trying to prove.
Yes, good point. Good point. So you don't lose either way by taking
No,
on an investment like this.
no.
And
Okay.
that's a very good point. You can always have an exit strategy and you'll still benefit.
Yeah, and you can do 1031, whatever, right? The bottom line is, by converting your long-term gross rent to a higher medium-term rent, it increases your cap rate, and it automatically
Right.
increases the fair market value of this promotion. That is
Right.
what I'm
Got
trying
it.
to do.
That makes sense.
Is
Yes.
value add. It's
Yes.
the word value add. I have
Yes.
I'm done proving. That's it. I mean, of course,
It's a great deal. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Mhm.
Furnish Finder is the main marketing platform you can do. There's more to it than that.
Mhm.
You have to find the property manager or the housekeeper to help you
Right.
find
That's
the
right.
furniture. Get to pay for the furniture, 10 grand,
Mhm.
11 grand, 12 grand. But
Those are all investments. They're cost of doing business, which you can also write those off too.
mm, I
That's a
think
lot.
uh,
Great timing to do this right around tax time too.
look, there's so many ways to make money in real estate. Am I right, Julie? So
Yeah,
many.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Mhm.
you, as a people watching, it's not easy. Risk investment is easy. Everybody can do it.
Everybody would do it. Absolutely.
It's not easy. It requires
Mhm.
capital. requires good credit, requires discipline, requires you have a good budget, requires
Right.
to have a live in frugal. You have to live very frugally.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
Don't get into consumer debt. Save money systematically. Have a good mindset. A
Mhm.
wide budget. Understand money management, stewardship of your money, and positive attitude. Have an open mind. A little bit of a risk taker. You have a good team to help you create your risk portfolio. And
Right.
anything else?
And it's interesting as you were talking, I was thinking, I'd seen this little meme on Facebook the other day, and it was like it was two guys like they were digging into a mountain. And one is like working really hard going up the mountain. The other one's going down like easy street. And what it said is if you're disciplined and you work hard now, you can have easy at the end. But if you're having easy now, it's going to be hard towards the end. So it reminds me of like, yeah, it seems like a lot of work. It can even seem overwhelming in the beginning stages, but it does take a lot of discipline and a lot of hard work. But then at the end, once you get it set up, because like I said, our properties are very easy now. Where it seemed overwhelming when I first started doing it, is now I don't even think about it. It's so simple. And like I said, I might spend an hour a month inputting the numbers into the system when I get the rail receipts. It's easy now, but it was challenging in the beginning, but now it's easy. So it's just being disciplined and being willing to do the work.
Yeah, actually, you see the short video, the 1 minute video that I sent to you, the
Yes.
text yesterday, which is Avani.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. That was great. That was great.
What which Avani is going through, or no different than what you and I going through, system that we use, whether
Yes.
you own, whether you own short-term rental, medium-term rental, or long-term rental, if
Right.
you use the right system, the right process, the right procedure, if you surround yourself with a good team,
With the right people.
you can buy this type of asset classes. You can buy
Yes, absolutely.
anywhere in the country,
That's
and
true.
still at the end of the month, the total time spent to manage your portfolio 1, 2, 3 hours per
Right.
month, not
That's
per week,
it.
not
That's it.
per day.
And it leaves you a lot of time to do what you want to do. Because that's the whole point, right? So you can live the life that you want to live.
By the way, I'm living that life already. I've traveled to more than 50 countries in the past 10 years.
That
I
is so awesome.
have at least 50 countries left to do.
There
So
you go.
that is my retirement lifestyle, not retirement lifestyle. I'm not
Lifestyle
retiring
period.
yet,
Yeah.
but I'm happy
Yeah.
to and do what I do still.
What you do is so fun. It's not even like really being in retirement because you can do this still as long as you can. Yeah. And take advantage of it. But teaching is a big part of, I think, what you give back, how you give back this every week. If people would just take advantage of it, your clients would take advantage of it and really just tap into the resources, they can have that lifestyle too. That's what I'm seeking for 50 countries.
Julie, as we conclude this video, thank you so much for your input, your perspective, and I really appreciate you all the time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, cool. And the rest of you, thank you for watching. If you see any value from this presentation, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And finally, as I said before, put your email into my website. You can become a real estate insider within our organization. You become a free member of our organization. You can learn much more than what you're learning right now. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, knowledge is power, and take action is the critical key. Take
There you
action.
go.
Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.